guys, Leah with Pineapples and Penguins TV, here to talk to you about Hulu's Only Murders in the Building, Season 1, Episode 7, The Boy in 6B. This episode is mainly told from Theo Demas's point of view, so he's deaf, so it's very muffled, quiet, a lot of silent parts in the episode. Your 2-minute talk starts now. Okay, let's get the side story out of the way first. Charles and Bassoon Lady go on a date. They listen to records and dance. They play a dirty game of Scrabble. They end up in bed together. That's mainly Charles's story this episode. Meanwhile, Mabel and Oliver are snooping about, and they are in Demas's apartment. They find a hidden room. There's a bunch of urns in that room. On the bottom of the urn, they see a name of a funeral home, so they go to that funeral home later that night to find Theo over a body underneath the funeral home, taking the jewels off of it. So basically they're grave robbers. The problem is Theo catches them, and at the end of the episode, Mabel and Oliver are tied up in the back of a van. Theo has texted his dad, "They're on to us." This is a huge problem because Teddy Demas is all about protecting his son. Back in the day, we get a lot of flashbacks of Theo watching the Hardy Boys. He's about the same age, but he's not part of their group. However, Zoe knows sign language because she's a deaf cousin, and so she's flirty and, a bored rich teenage girl, and Theo thinks she really does like him. But she's really just being flirty, and she's grabbing his butt in the elevator and smiling and signing when nobody else can. So Theo is on the roof the night of New Year's Eve. He's there to get the ring back that Zoe stole because his dad saw that Zoe had that ring and said, "I don't know what you did, but get that ring back now." So Theo goes up there, sees Oscar and Zoe fighting. As soon as Oscar leaves, he goes over and says, "I need the ring. I'm so sorry." He's like, "Oscar's not good enough for you." He and Zoe get into a little bit of an argument. Zoe pushes Theo. Theo pushes back, and Zoe goes over the building. It is an accident, but Theo panics, runs to his dad, and says, basically this is what happened. Turns out Tim saw the whole thing. So Teddy goes up and finds Tim and says, "Hey, you saw nothing. Nothing happened. If you say you saw something, the same thing will happen to you and probably that friend of yours, Mabel." So this whole time, Mabel's mad at Tim for not saying what happened and letting Oscar go to prison. But he didn't say anything because he was protecting her. So that's where the episode ends. They've finally kicked it up a notch.